Lebanon isn't measured in miles, but in millennia, layers of history beneath every step. Here, the past is alive. Roman roads, ancient ports, and mountain villages echo with stories of empires and explorers. This land, wedged between the Mediterranean and rugged mountains, has always been a crossroads, where east meets west and cultures blend. Imagine standing atop Mount Lebanon looking down at valleys that have welcomed Phoenician sailors, Greek philosophers, and Roman legions. Every stone, every street is a piece of a vast living puzzle. Lebanon's story is one of addition, each era, each empire, layering new beliefs and traditions without erasing the old. Roman columns stand beside Crusader fortresses and Ottoman palaces, a visible testament to centuries of change. History here isn't distant, it's a constant companion. As we journey through 7 defining eras, we'll see how each left its mark, shaping Lebanon's resilient and captivating character. This is a story of survival and adaptation, of a spirit that endures through the storms of history. Lebanon's past is not just its own, it's woven into the fabric of the world. Let's begin our journey through the ages that made Lebanon what it is today. The land's story is still unfolding, as rich and complex as ever. Over 2,000 years ago, Alexander the Great's arrival brought more than conquest. It brought a revolution of ideas. The Hellenistic era fused Greek thought with Phoenician tradition, turning cities like Tyre and Sidon into centers of philosophy, art, and trade. Greek became the language of government and learning, echoing in bustling markets and new gymnasiums. This wasn't replacement, but fusion. Local gods gained Greek names, and architecture blended east and west. The Hellenistic world celebrated reason and intellect, connecting Lebanon to a vast network from Greece to India. Seeds of curiosity and openness were planted, defining Lebanese culture for centuries. Even as empires faded, the legacy of intellectual exchange endured. Lebanon learned to absorb new influences without losing its soul, a bridge between worlds. This was the first of many layers, a Mediterranean heritage still visible today. After the Greeks, Rome brought order, law, and monumental engineering to Lebanon. Roman roads, bridges, and aqueducts stitched the land together, integrating it into a vast empire. The temple complex at Baalbek, with its colossal columns, remains a breathtaking symbol of Roman ambition and power. Beirut's law school became a beacon of legal scholarship, shaping minds from across the empire. Roman rule brought prosperity. Ports thrived, and the famous cedars were prized across the Mediterranean. The Romans built on Hellenistic foundations, adding their own stamp of practicality and governance. Their legacy, a respect for law, education, and civic order that echoes through Lebanese history. Lebanon became a key province where the marvels of engineering and the rule of law stood side by side. Another layer was added, one of structure, connection, and enduring influence. As Rome shifted east and Christianity rose, Lebanon's mountains became sanctuaries of faith. Ancient temples gave way to churches, and the rugged landscape sheltered monks and hermits seeking spiritual refuge. In the Kadisha Valley, monasteries carved into rock became centers of learning and devotion. The Maronite church flourished, developing a strong, independent identity in the highlands. Lebanon became a mosaic of Christian communities. Maronites, Greek Orthodox, Melkites, each with unique traditions. This diversity of faith became a defining feature, shaping the country's spiritual fabric. The mountains symbolized refuge and resilience, nurturing communities that would endure for centuries. The Byzantine legacy is visible in ancient churches and audible in chants passed down through generations. Faith became a cornerstone of Lebanon's character, adding depth to its complex history. The mountain spirit of sanctuary still echoes in Lebanon's identity today. In the 7th century, Arab armies brought Islam and the Arabic language, transforming Lebanon once again. The region became part of the Umayyad and Abbasid caliphates, blending Islamic culture with its Christian and Hellenistic heritage. Shipyards in Tyre and Acre built the first Muslim navies, while Arabic became the language of daily life and learning. New communities arrived. Sunni and Shia Muslims settled in cities in the south, while the Druze found refuge in the mountains. Lebanon's religious mosaic grew richer, with faiths coexisting in distinct heartlands. The Caliphate's golden age of science and philosophy enriched Lebanese cities, making them centers of scholarship and trade. Arabic script and Islamic traditions became integral, deepening Lebanon's ties to the Middle East. Another essential layer, diversity, intellect, and a bridge between worlds, was added to Lebanon's story. The Crusaders arrived by sea, building castles and fortresses along Lebanon's coast. reminders of a turbulent era. European customs, architecture and trade mingled with local traditions in cities like Tripoli, Byblos and Sidon. Life was a mix of conflict and cooperation. Battles raged, but trade and alliances flourished, especially with Maronite communities. The Mamluks, rising from Egypt, eventually ousted the Crusaders and became Lebanon's new rulers. They left behind mosques, madrasas and intricate Islamic architecture, especially in Tripoli. This era reinforced Lebanon's role as a meeting point, caught between East and West, faith and power. The legacy castles, mosques and a history of complex relationships and shifting alliances. Lebanon's destiny as a crossroads was further cemented. The Ottoman Empire ruled Lebanon for 4 centuries, but the mountains enjoyed unique autonomy. Local emirs governed Mount Lebanon, fostering a distinct identity and a thriving silk economy linked to Europe. Beirut's port grew, attracting European influence. Schools, printing presses, and new ideas sparked the Arab Renaissance. Tensions sometimes erupted, leading to civil strife and European intervention. The Mount Lebanon Mutasarrifate was created, governed by a Christian and protected by Europe, reinforcing Lebanon's special status. The Ottoman era laid the groundwork for the modern state, nurturing a sense of independence and diversity. Beirut became a commercial and intellectual hub, while the mountains remained a symbol of resilience. Lebanon's unique character was forged in this era of autonomy and connection. After World War I, France took control, shaping modern Lebanon's borders and institutions. The French Mandate combined Mount Lebanon with coastal cities and the Bekaa Valley, creating a nation of diverse faiths. Roads, schools and hospitals modernized the country, while Beirut blossomed into the Paris of the Middle East. French language and education influenced a new generation, bridging Western and Arab cultures. But not all welcomed French rule. Many Muslims and Arab nationalists pushed for independence and unity with the Arab world. The tension between Western and Arab identities became central to Lebanese politics. The French Mandate built the modern state, but also embedded divisions and debates that would shape Lebanon's future. A new chapter began with hope and complexity intertwined. Lebanon gained independence in 1943. Forging a unique power-sharing system among its diverse communities. The early years brought prosperity and cultural vibrancy, with Beirut shining as a Middle Eastern hub. Yet Lebanon's diversity also brought challenges: political instability, regional conflicts, and a devastating civil war. Despite hardship, the Lebanese have shown remarkable resilience, rebuilding and adapting time and again. Today, Lebanon faces economic and political trials, but its spirit endures. The country's beauty, hospitality and creativity remain legendary, from mountain villages to bustling city streets. Every era, Greek, Roman, Byzantine, Arab, Crusader, Ottoman, French, has left its mark, shaping a unique national identity. Lebanon's story is one of endurance, adaptation and vibrant culture at the crossroads of civilizations. Its history is the key to understanding its present, and its future is still being written. The enduring spirit of Lebanon continues as rich and layered as its past.